Okay. Hello guys, thank you for coming to my stream again. My name is Core and I'm gonna continue from where we left off last time. We're gonna continue with the main mission this time and just keep going with the main mission for a while. Because the side mission for the hunts are getting way too hard for me at the moment. So we just gonna go ahead and continue. Should I just go for it? Because it's about to get nighttime. Oh no wait, there's a trailer right there. I can just spend the night. Yeah, let's spend the night and go first thing in the morning. Wait, stay. Yeah, sure, I don't care.
You
go.
ready to rumble, Noct?
In King's Night? Oh yeah, I'm game.
In that case, I'll join you.
Oh, glad you also play King's Night. Yeah, we get it. Come on. Oh, I actually level up. I wasn't expecting that. Oh man. Let's see. Are they all playing King's Night? Oh yeah, they're all playing King's Night. I thought only Noctis and Prawn to play them. Man, it's been a while since the last time I played this game. Okay. Okay. What? Gladio! What? What is up with this pose? I don't think that's a comfortable way of reading anything. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep this photo just because of the pose. Okay, what's the next one?
Well taken.
It could have been better. Oh, look at this guy. He looks just like a hobo, seriously. And that outfit is not the greatest, but it's not the worst. What kind of pose is that, Noctis? Why are you tilting your head sideways? Why? Oh my gosh. A memory of this character. Oh, that smell is just awful. This is not bad. This is not bad. That's a nice photo. Too bright. I'm gonna keep you. Yes, take a photo of me just staring at the door, just doing nothing. No, thank you. Come on, let's go. Come on, we gotta get that jewel, or where it was that he wanted. Yeah, the mirror, no. Come on, Ignis, you're driving this. Ow. Come on. Auto. Quest locations and main mission.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Come on, we're almost there. I really like this
Maybe
game.
Sid was right about your lack of dignity.
You're one step above delivery boy.
The royal rank carries little weight outside the Crown City.
Glad it's not weighing me down.
Okay. Way to be mean about it. Everyone is so chill in the car. Oh, they're giving Ignis coffee. I find it hilarious that they're all making a coffee addict. Like I read fan fiction. I'm not gonna lie, I read fan fiction. And it's funny hilarious that Ignis is just a coffee addict of his ebony all the time. Like that's just in character with him. Like if he doesn't like coffee, then he's not in character.
You sure we're in the right spot?
According to the map. Let's scope it out.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, okay. Oh, not that far. Right there. Jump! Jump! What? Okay. Come on, let's go. Radio, don't get in my way. I'm the leader here. Ignis! Ignis! Don't! Guys, I'm supposed to go first. Oh.
Wow, the color's amazing.
Okay.
OMG. We're supposed to get near that thing?
Pipe down before you wake it up.
Oh god, Pronto is right. This is a bad idea. Oh god, okay, I need to get this right. I need to get this right. Oh, that is one big bird and I love it. Nobody move or make a sound. Dinosaur rules. Jurassic Park rules. Oh god. So cool to get to see the monster up close without moving or attacking. Go, come on, come on. One step at a time, boys. Yeah, oh look at the tail! Damn! That's his tail. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. We're not gonna even try to get that food. There's some food in the screen, but we're not gonna try. Dude. Do not wake up. Oh, oh no. Why does he have wings in his head? Oh my god, you're so majestic. Ooh.
Off it goes. Oh, we made it out alive.
Barely! I seriously thought we were at Journey's End.
But that feat was fit for a king.
Indeed.
Fit for a king? We were terrified, man. We were just begging not to get seen. Fit for a king. Fit for a king. Fit for a king is gonna kill it. Chocobo bean? What's a chocobo bean? It's like frijoles or something? And now we need to go back to the car. And they give Dino his goddamn mineral. Cause holy shit, that was a lot. Come on, let's go. Can I just jump off? Oh, I do take fall damage. Ah, wasn't that much. Oh, that car almost hit me. What the heck, man? And now it's stopping? Why did you even stop?
Feels so sluggish.
Yeah.
How can you feel sluggish? How are you draining adrenaline after seeing something so big? Okay, auto, close location, and go back. Yes. Oh, Luna Freya. She's not the best female character, but not the worst, because she doesn't appear for that long in the game. So I didn't really
We
get a
need to
feel for her.
replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
Did I did fast travel by accident or something? Oh, I must have done a fast travel by accident. Okay. Go faster. I hate that it's all the way over there. I mean, it's so pretty and everything that you get to like cross a bridge and eat at a fancy restaurant over the ocean, but still you have to walk all the way over there. I mean, I would love it in real life to go to a place like this. Like, so pretty. I'm still not sure if that whole palm trees actually grow. Do they
It's
actually
nice to not
grow
have
in
to
the
kill
water?
anything.
Welcome to Golden Key.
Shut up. Yeah, I get it. That medicine have been appear in the game like so much. Hey. Hey, Dino. We got you your mineral. We almost died by a giant bird, but we got you your mineral. You better give me what I want, boy, or we're gonna have some troubles after I had to almost die by a giant bird.
Nice work, kid. Sorry for giving you such a hard time. I just had to get my hands on this, even if it meant blackmail. You understand, don't you? You see, I'm a reporter by day and an amateur jeweler by night. This elusive little beauty's gonna become a masterpiece. To make it up to you, I'll share a little scoop. That special coin you got? It commemorates the Oracle's ascension. That guy was tossing them out to everyone. Must have picked them up back in Niflheim. And speaking of freebies, here's one from me. Come back if you want to buy more.
I doubt a souvenir like that could make its way into the hands of an ordinary citizen.
Oh well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
So full right now.
As
just got
promised,
aboard.
I'm in the process of securing your ferry tickets right now. Told you, I'm a man of integrity. Should be smooth sailing from here. So let me know when you're ready to ship out.
I admit I didn't expect Dino to secure us a ship.
Well, must be pretty connected if he can pull some strings around an Imperial embargo.
Yeah, that guy's one artful artisan.
Shouldn't that be worrisome? Considering that you guys are part of the royalty?
Guess we have to stay another night.
You guys ready to set sail?
Yeah, I've been trying to set sail 3 times in a row with you. And you keep telling me to wait.
Already? The ship won't arrive till tomorrow. How about you find a place to spend the night?
Okay.
It's bedtime.
Huh.
Not bad. Why?
Now that's what I call a good shot.
Bro, don't you need to get your eyes checked if you think this is a good shot? Oh yes, the movie that you need to watch in order to understand this entire sequence. Ah yes, I'm completely understanding everything that's happening. I swear to God, the fact that you need to watch the movie in order to understand all this is just awful.
Hey, morning.
Where's Specs?
Should be back any minute now.
What's that look for?
It's in all the papers.
What is?
Insomnia Falls.
What? This your idea of a joke?
I need you to calm down so I can explain.
I'm as calm as I'm gonna get.
There was an attack. The Imperial Army has taken the Crown City.
As treaty room tempers flared, blast lit the night sky. When the smoke about the Citadel had cleared, the king was found dead.
No, wait. Hold on.
We had no way of knowing
What? Knowing what?
that the signing was last night. That insomnia...
But the wedding! Altisha!
I know. That was the plan. Yet the reports of the invasion are all the same. How could every headline in the kingdom be wrong?
Lies.
If only.
What else do we know? Well, then we can't be sure until we see it with our own eyes.
And that means we go back to Insomnia.
Might not be safe for us there.
Might not be safe for us here.
Turn back.
Yeah.
Aw. Okay, I have to turn back. The hardest part about this is that they were all just having a good night's sleep, like, and then just woke up to the worst possible news ever. Like the entire home just gone overnight without them even knowing it, and just having to find out from a newspaper. That just gotta be harsh. Because honestly, they only thought, oh, the war is gonna, everything's gonna be fine. Like nothing, just needs to marry this woman, and then we can start like negotiation peace treaties and all that. But instead, it was all just a lie, and their entire home is just gone. I'm still having trouble trying to understand how big Insomnia is, because it feels like it's just a city, honestly, but it also feels like way bigger than that. But I'm still not sure.
I hope everyone's okay.
A lot of good hoping's gonna do.
You mustn't lose faith.
Really? Can faith stop a fleet of Imperial dreadnoughts?
Just give it a rest.
My old man had plenty of faith.
Enough.
The Empire lied. They betrayed us.
Conjecture gets us nowhere. We're searching for truth.
All you'll find are lies. Like that ceasefire.
I like the fact that it's trying to like, we need to find out the truth before we start pointing fingers. Pronto's like, we need to check that out for itself. Noctis is just straight up going like, I can't believe this happened, because he's trying to be angry.
The size of those things.
Imperial dreadnoughts. They transport soldiers, namely the Magitech infantry.
The robots.
Mass-produced humanoid weapons of warfare, to be more precise.
Doesn't look like they'll be signing that peace treaty.
Yeah. This is so harsh.
Up ahead!
They've set up an inspection point.
If the road ahead's blocked, then we find a way around.
So does that mean that there's still like parts of Insomnia still working? Because they're not letting people in, but are they letting people out? Is my question. Like there must have been like some survivors. Because even if
Let's make a detour. There ought to be a decent vantage point up ahead.
I want to check the map. I want to know where we are. Okay, so this is Insomnia, right here. So Insomnia has to be like all this area right here, right? No, Insomnia is right here. Okay, this insomnia, just this corner of the map. But you show it's like this part right here, so I'm not sure how big it actually is. Can I make the map smaller? And then all of this is the rest of the world. So it's possible that insomnia is not that big compared to everything else.
There they are. Want to take them out?
Oh yeah, those scrap heaps are gonna wish they had a treaty to protect him.
Come on. Come on, kill the sniper. Where is it? Oh. I cannot be safe.
Never miss!
Where do they keep coming from?
Can't imagine what it's like inside.
I like how Ponte is thinking of the problems that may be
We
ahead.
should seek a vantage point. The hill.
Come on.
So these are empties.
Empty humanoid soldiers. Soulless. Lifeless.
This one's just for you.
Green Lance. Ooh. Yes, I can finally upgrade the weapons. You know, this is harder because Ponte is technically absolutely empty, but he got out before they could like finish with him. Because that's part of like his story. Like, I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna be saying about spoilers, but it's like harder with Pronto because when you find out that he was technically empty as well, kind of hard to think about it because they were killing Pronto technically all this time because they're technically like clones, from what I'm understanding.
As the ceasefire discussions between the two nations, all provisional terms have been suspended in light of recent developments. Moreover, in the wake of the news of King Regis's death, we've now received word that Crown Prince Noctis and the Oracle Lunafreya have also been pronounced dead.
Keep it on. Don't bother! Hello? Cor?
So, you made it.
The hell's going on?
Where are you?
Outside the city? With no way back in.
Makes sense.
Makes sense? Are you serious? What about any of this makes sense? The news just told me I'm dead, along with my father and Luna.
Listen, I'm heading out to Hammerhead. About the king. It's true. If you're looking for the whole truth,
wanted the Marshal, I have to say.
City would be in Hammerhead.
And the king?
Oh. I like what everyone's reaction to this. Like, Noctis and Gladio are quick to anger about all this. Ignis trying to be the calm one and rational one about this entire thing because he knows everyone is running high tension, and Pronto is trying to be as quiet as possible to try not to get in trouble. And then when Gladio like yelled at him, he like got startled and dropped his phone. And he was about to get yelled at again, but Ignis just quietly helped him pick up his phone to like help him out because tensions were really high. Oh man, this harsh. Because they're all reacting differently. Like they have a right to be angry because they don't know what's going on. Honestly. And everyone's trying to like, oh, we don't have time to be angry. We need to like get to the instinct to find out what's going on, and then now you have to go there. And it's funny that that's the moment that they decide to take out their phones and make some call. Like I feel like that should have been the first thing they did when they saw the newspaper. But you know, video game logic in order to like get the story going. But Insomnia, it is a city then. So because cities are not like that big, and I feel like one city against an entire like continent, country, whatever it is. That what's the name of the other place? You know where like Donafren is from, or the ones attacking is they're from. Is I feel like that's like way bigger than just a city. Unless like this, they call it a city, but it's not really a city. It's like bigger than that, but they just call it a city. Also, I'm still like confused with the sizes. And it's a weird thing to focus on, but huh. Oh, and there's Luna Freya.
Don't suppose the Crown's Guard is still active?
I wouldn't count on it. Not with the Marshal out here.
I wonder how things are in the city.
There should be reports before long.
Yeah, something this big can't go ignored.
And what about us? What do we do?
We make for Hammerhead now, and figure the rest out later.
I like that Pronto is asking the question because he really doesn't know what's going on.
Sister. She's with refugees bound for Lestalem.
Well, at least Iris is okay.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like everyone else was so lucky, though.
We'd best make haste. Noct won't be dead forever.
No going back. Only ways forward. No going back. Let's go.
Because I still love not of the fact that Pronto is technically the civilian here. All three of them were like raising royalties, so it's more stake for them than Pronto. And we never talk about like Ignis or Pronto's like other family members.
Made it. No weather for driving, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Where's Cor?
Left to see to business. And left y'all a message with Pawpaw.
Yeah?
Boss ain't sat still 1 second since he heard y'all were coming.
Oh man.
Y'all keep on keeping on now.
Yeah, I know. Let's go talk to the guy over here. I need something before we leave.
if it ain't the boys with the fancy automobile.
That's us.
Y'all want to fetch some edibles for me?
Why are you asking us?
Well, it's just an old Sid.
Sid?
Yep. Said I should give you all some work. Don't matter what kind. Seeing as you boys can't go home for the time being.
Got us there.
So y'all gotta learn about the wider world. Now, if y'all can't find the stuff I need, it ain't no big deal, but it'd surely help me out if you could.
Notion tomato, okay.
Sid's friends, was it? Y'all hungry for info?
Yes.
But of course.
We need to eat something before we left. Let me check.
Coming right up.
That way you get some stats boots. Yes, sir. I don't know why I like it when they show food in video games like this. Like they do the same thing in Judgment, that game that's almost like the Yakuza games. I think it's like, I think it's in the same universe, but I'm not really sure.
Been a real pain in the rear.
But man, I really like that game. Like when I started playing Judgment, I didn't expect to like it that much. It was just so fun. No, I'm just getting the side mission. I do it later.
Take care.
I'm level 10, like that shouldn't be that much trouble. But we're still gonna follow the main mission. Yes, because oh, that's not that far. But let's finish with the main mission.
Their test from the old man.
He sure is hard on us.
I think he's worried about us.
He wants us to prove that we can make it out here.
Yeah. Let's continue with the mission. I like it when it gets raining like this. It looks so pretty. But where I'm from, it gets like awful when it rains because of the heat. So it's just like really hot, and humidity is like just the worst.
Crystal and the King's Ring. What they've been after all along.
So all talk of peace was merely a pretext.
They played my father for a fool.
Don't kid yourself. Reggie wasn't born yesterday. Lucius got dealt a losing hand, and your old man played it the best he could. He saw this coming a mile away, and he wasn't gonna go down without a fight. In the end, though, well, it just wasn't enough. You need something else, you talk to Core. I can't even remember the last time I saw Reggie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
So we know for a fact that Z was also part of the King's friends when he went to like his own trip. And we get like some kind of like background for it, but we don't really get much information about it besides that. Like we don't meet like another one.
Message. Said he'll wait for you in the tombs. They're to the northwest of here. That's a short ways past the outpost. Find that first.
Okay. But we don't really get a lot of information about those four getting together. It's kind of like us. It was like Noctis' father, I think it was Gladius' father. And then... No, it wasn't any fan, it was someone else. And then a civilian. It was like kind of like this.
Interesting toy you got there.
This? It's just something we picked up after taking out some Imperials.
Well, I'll be Crown City made. If you like, I can make this puppy better. Give it more oomph.
How?
I can mod it for you.
Mod it?
Look, I got diddly squat to do what with Cindy taking care of the garage. If you can find the parts, I can do the work for you.
Ooh, okay, so I need to deliver things for see. You know if I can upgrade my weapons.
Proceed with thanks. Y'all just leave the rest to me.
Woo!
Remember, practice makes perfect. Nice job finding this puppy. Well, y'all know the deal. Fix me up with parts and I'll fix up your weapon.
Do I got it now or do I need to wait?
Fixing to upgrade? Can do. Crown City weapons ain't designed with upgradability in mind. At least not their insides. You gotta work with what's outside. Huh.
Okay.
With a bit of tinkering, I can turn your weapon into something special.
Okay, so I don't have anything more.
How y'all doing?
Okay, let's check the gear. Noctis. $48. $43. I like it better. Let's go and get. Yeah, let's give it to it next. How is it marked? Also not completed. Still haven't gotten a secondary for him. How much AP do I? Oh, I have 54 AP. Okay, let's spend it. Sorry about that thing I just sneezed. I'm not sure you actually hear or not. Okay. Let's go with the cheapest one first. And let's just go around it because I still want one to. I'm sorry, if I stay with one just too long, it's not gonna work out. Okay. I had 28 still left. Let's go with that one. I need 20 for that one. Okay, let's go the rest of it to that one. And now we had to go all the way to core, but Ignis will not drive us automatically like that.
What can I do you for?
Custom regalia.
What'll it be? What coat do you fancy?
Oh, I cannot see anything in this dark.
Be seeing ya.
Let's spend night. And then leave first thing in the morning for the main mission. Because how high is the main mission? It's still level 5. Might as well keep going with it. All the side missions are like level 10 or higher. Yep.
It's bedtime.
Look at us having a good time. Even after finding out their families are dead.
Master Sid.
Eh. No. No.
Hello?
Sheesh, thought I'd never get through. Good to hear your voice, Highness. You recognize mine, don't you? It's Dana.
Right, the jeweler.
Who did he get the
right.
phone number?
The best around. Listen, I've been worried about how you guys are doing. How's about you drop by Galden and mingle for a bit?
We'll think about it.
How did he get a phone number? I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be that easy because Noctis is technically still a priest. Like, I don't think he can just give out his phone number whenever he wants to. Like, he needs to be more careful than that. And the fact that Dino just somehow got his phone number is worrisome. Well, let's continue my mission with that later. Oh no, let's give it some gas first because it's already going halfway through gas. Oh what? I'm already out of my boost. That's bullshit. No, I'm not gonna buy another one. I just wasted my fuel. Yes, the fuel.
Why, she's looking purtier than ever.
Was that shot really necessary? Okay, no, let's go. What? I'm sorry, was that shot really necessary? Of her leaning over showing her cleavage? Let's go. Cup noodle. At least we know who paid for this game.
By now. What do you think it's like inside?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
We'll see for ourselves in time.
Indeed. Merely a question of when.
Can't believe the crystal's gone.
The bastards took it all.
And we'll take it back.
This is far from over.
I like the fact that Pronto is the one asking all these questions. Because he really doesn't know what's gonna happen next. Because he doesn't, I don't think he gets like any of this information himself. Like the only reason that he knows is because he's like really good friends with Noctis and Ignis and Gladius. So he gets like, get told things when maybe technically he's not supposed to know. At least that's my personal opinion anyways. It's kinda nice in it this way. That Pronto is the one asking this because he's technically the one like outside the group but still inside the group as he knows these questions. Oh, okay. There's a save there. Parking spot, good.
And this must be the outpost Sid mentioned.
It looks like a hub for hunters.
Maybe they know something.
Maybe. Okay, let's see what you got.
Take a look at our wares.
Let's buy. Don't I already have a broadsword? Oh yeah, I already got one in stock. I already got one in stock of that one. I got two of that one. Got one. Got one. You don't got anything good. Oh hey, it's you. What's your name?
Your Highness, I'm glad you're safe.
Monica, where are all the others?
Most of the Crown's Guard didn't make it. It was all we could do to escort Lady Iris out of the city. Dustin is with her as we speak, seeing her the rest of the way to Lestalem.
I owe you guys big time.
Head for the royal tomb. The marshal awaits.
Yeah, but first, where's this side
Across the
mission?
land, Scylla blossoms from Tenebrae can be seen displayed in memoriam, with no remains to mourn. Across the land, Scylla...
Caw, kids, it's Kenny Crow. Come on down to the crow's nest for a mouthful of happiness. Fly down to the original nest in Old Lestalem for a real treat. Nothing tastes better than what we make together at the crow's nest.
Huh.
We are Xenorus. For generations, we have supported the livelihood of the people of...
Caw, kids, it's...
Yeah. Hey, side mission. Give it to me.
Howdy, boys. If y'all happen to stumble across another tag out there in the field, do me a favor and bring it my way.
Okay.
Huh.
But first, main mission. Can I drive there? I think the car can drive through here. There's like enough space. I already want to have the chocobos. Oh, can the car not drive there? Oh, I guess not. We have to walk there. Sorry boys, looks like we're walking. Well, it's not that far, I think. You have to go all the way around. Yeah, this is just a walking part.
First the Crown City, then Hammerhead, then the Royal Tomb?
His nickname should have been Kor the Restless.
Somehow not as catchy as Kor the Immortal.
Making it out of insomnia only adds to his legend.
Well, fortune favors the bold.
Huh?
The wise make their own luck.
You think it's a coincidence he's made it out of all those battles alive?
Let's go. Let's go find Kor. Didn't I know here that my name is Kor? Ooh!
Tread lightly. Only plow plow right through him. Now circle around.
Gotcha!
Onward!
Yep. Wonder what drew him to the Royal Tomb.
A morbid curiosity for the late kings of Lucis.
Only one way to find out.
Come on, get down, get down. Ah, shit, I'm in stasis. I can attack like this. There we go.
Farewell. No cause for concern.
Hate bastards that fly.
Yes. Apex. I keep forgetting I can do that. God damn it, where are you? There we go. This is why I hate when enemies fly.
None the worse for wear.
Yeah. Let's go. It's time to get the whole scene about the weapons that we get open.
Marshal.
At last, Your Highness.
Yeah. Wanna tell me what I'm here for?
The power of kings passed from the old to the new through the bonding of souls. One such soul lies before you. To claim your forebear's power is your birthright and duty as king.
My duty as king of what?
Now is not the time to question your calling. A king is sworn to protect his people.
And yet he chose to protect only one prince. Was that his calling? Forsake the masses to spare his own son?
How long will you remain the protected? The king entrusted the role of protector to you.
Entrusted it to me? Then why didn't he tell me that? Why did he stand there smiling as I left? Why? Why did he lie to me?
That day, he didn't want you to remember him as the king. In what time you had left, he wanted to be your father. He always had faith in you, that when the time came, you would ascend for the sake of your people.
Guess he left me no choice.
Kings goes with you, Your Majesty.
I find it funny that he needs to get stabbed in order to get a weapon. Hey, yeah, I know. It takes away my HP every time I use it. That's why I never use them.
That's not the only power your forebears left you. Your journey's just begun. Another tomb lies close by. I suggest you head there next.
Yeah,
there
no
are
shit,
tombs
Gord.
scattered across the land. All are on dangerous ground. I'll go with you, for the time being. Not only to help, but to get a measure of your strength.
Yeah, I wonder...
Just how many of these powers are out there?
There are 13 known royal arms, each enshrined at a royal tomb, though we know the location of only a few. I've enlisted the help of the hunters. They comb the land in search of the lost tombs.
Where's the one nearby you mentioned?
Keekatrick Trench. We know there to be a crypt, deep inside the tunnels.
I mean, noctis is not wrong when he say why did he choose him or the people, because honestly, he could have done something like maybe evacuate the people, something like that. But then he chose like to pretend and let a lot of more people die because he wanted Noctis to live. Like, that's one of the points they bring out in the movie, if I remember correctly. The main character in the movie, I forgot what's his name. God damn, I forgot his name. But he actually brings it out. He got angry at the king for doing that. Especially considering that the people in Soviet does not treat him well because he's a minority, I guess that's what it's called. The technique in this game.
You haven't lost your edge one bit, Marshal.
Still got an edge at any rate.
Yeah. And they were like really awful, even though they're the ones fighting the front lines in the war. I forgot what they call. They're not called Crown Court. They're called the Glaive, yeah. Because they're two military powers that I have seen in this game for Insomnia. There's the Glaive and there's the Crown Court. The Crown Court, they want to stay in the city, and the Glaive are the ones that fight outside the city. But the Glaive are the ones that can use the powers because the King bestowed upon them.
Long years ago, we waged a fierce battle here against the Empire. It all went to ruin. And after that, the Empire moved in like it owned the place.
Nothing I need now.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed. Get
back! I'm standing, no.
Yep.
Come on, let's make it special.
Marshal.
You'll get there in this spirit.
You're out.
No big deal.
Marshal!
Ooh.
Sorry!
You'll get there with experience.
I'll say.
What can I say? Gladio, do it!
Brilliant. Sure.
Never miss!
Ronto, you alright?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Oh, he got nervous. Oh god, I hate that you don't jump that high.
Yeah.
If there was a sudden clear, would just go over the wall like so fast. Ooh. Fire blaster. Oh guys, skip all that. Let's go fight them.
Magitech armor.
Dangerous?
This particular model poses a mild to moderate threat.
The short version?
Somewhat dangerous.
Marshall, you'd have to be pretty badass to take that down, right?
Think you're up to it? Let's see what you can do. What's
Oh,
the
level
plan?
20. Woo! I mean, as long as they close, you can attack me. He's down, sorry, down.
Not gonna stop us.
Oh, what happened? How did I get in danger? When did I get attacked? Can someone help me out?
Looking so good. Thanks, Charmless.
Nothing's wrong. Call me up from now on. Alright, boys, we're the home stretch.
Don't go dying on me.
Oh, that's why
alright,
that
Highness?
exploded.
Of course.
And you, Marshal?
No problem.
I died because it exploded. Oh, what is this?
Huh?
There's something around here I can pick up. I don't know what. Ah, here it is.
Rock and roll.
I hate the same button for everything. Like X is for jumping and picking up stuff. Makes this more complicated than they need to be.
Here's where we go our separate ways. Take this key. It unlocks the doors to the other tombs. Seek them out and lay claim to the power they hold. You'll need it.
And what will you do?
Keep an eye on the Nifs. Find out what they're up to. But you should focus on your own task.
Let's head in. I will. You take care. Here we go.
Keep it real, huh?
Get there where he has the light. Okay.
Huh? Look.
There's a door.
What is this place?
It appears to have been a shelter.
People lived here?
Those seeking refuge from war, most likely.
Wars. Huh. What are they good for? Wonder if anyone's still living here.
Okay, if I can move faster.
Huh. What's this? A cable. Wonder where it leads.
We can follow it and see.
Okay.
A generator?
So it would appear.
Might still run. Start her up. Sweet, it works.
Oh.
Then there was light.
Oh man, I do love me some light.
Yes, because the dark is just awful. I wonder for how long a generator can be good for, because that's a shopping game. Like they use a generator to like light up things.
My bad. Kick the can.
You are killing me here, big guy. Are you trying to give me a heart attack or something?
Because I wonder for how many years they're like so good for. Like I know that like you start off and like, oh, we have light, But when for holdings, they're good for when they get abandoned, just like that. Right? Like, they cannot be good for that long.
If it's all the same to you guys, I'd rather not get buried alive.
Yeah, let us be quick.
I feel like there should be something here. Lejos que pronto y zapotes.
I can feel eyes on us. The second we turn our backs, bam!
Quit being a wuss.
Gladio, this is a very scary place. We don't know where we're going. We could get lost. We don't know what's in here. We could get buried alive.
Did you see that? Something ran past.
What was it?
Dunno.
Let's find out.
We're not gonna run?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a...
Hello? Locked. Total shocker.
Hey, if something's worth locking up.
It's worth seeking out.
Giving up the chase?
I personally don't mind either way.
Give it up then.
What's in here? Because it's that way, but what's over here?
A dead end.
I could have sworn this was it.
The hell?
Somebody, turn on a light.
Say your prayers.
Well, here we are.
Oh!
Let's go.
Indeed.
Okay.
The generator must have died, huh?
Well, just gotta keep moving.
Okay, there's no way Gladys gonna fit through here. Because Noctis and Pronto can fit through here. Anex maybe. Because he is skinny, but Gladius, there's no way he can fit through there. And yet he fits. There's absolutely no way Gladius fits through there.
Oh!
Oh,
nice. Yep. Another one.
Oh.
I think I can handle this all by myself.
Then do it. So, handle it by yourself.
Don't hit me.
Can't stop now.
What can I say?
Is there anything in here?
And on we go.
Indeed.
Right.
Guess not. Let's try this off.
Nope.
Okay, this one is open. Ooh.
Wait, hear that?
Ooh. Oh, the eyes of that. What is this place?
Nothing.
That's weird.
Is it like a shower room? Oh, it is a shower room. Oh!
No way we're taking that thing on!
Oh, spiders. I hate spiders. Tarantula. Fuck you, spider.
Stay sharp. Alright, you hate bugs.
Me? Yeah, can't stand them.
Same here. Icky.
Yeah, they're awful. One of the worst enemies ever created. Oh. Let's try this out first. But there was something here. Let me pick it up. Oh, it's stuck anyways.
Huh.
It keeps.
How many times?
Oh, what is that?
Time for some action.
Got all those arms at your disposal? Use them.
Oh. Barry, yes. I did it on time. I did not do it on time. Okay, oh, am I about to die? Fuck.
Pay attention again.
Where'd it go? Fire!
Excuse me?
Forgive me. Not good to throw daggers in the dark.
Come on. Ay, estoy que ineffective by your own magic. Pronto.
And that's that.
Whew.
It's over.
None the worse for wear.
Bring on the next one.
How about no? How big is this place? Huh? I am getting lost. Oh, like they come from there. Yeah, I think I just went around.
Don't bother, Noct. It won't open.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just went around. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, farther here, then it's this way.
That's weird.
The hell?
Found it. Let's go get this weapon. Oh, it's an axe. It's a bam, I get stabbed.
So Noct borrows the old king's powers.
More or less. At this rate, he'll soon rival his father's legacy.
The copycat king.
Out of line.
Well, what's it like?
Like I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
No need to put on a magic show for us.
No, I want to keep exploring. There's something over here. Anything? Is there anything else over here? No. There's something down here. Ooh.
What's this?
What's what?
This supposed to keep us out?
Or keep something far more dangerous in.
Huh?
No dice. Won't budge.
For every lock, there exists a key.
Or like a magical key that can unlock any door. Like from the video games.
Kingdom Hearts reference. Oh, that was it. Okay, let's go back. We had to collect a bunch of swords now. And do a bunch of side missions. Yeah, let's do some side missions as well. Come on, let's go. Come on. There's no way Gladio fits through there, honestly. He's too big muscle for that. Come on, boys. We got a job to do. Not really sure what the job entails. Bumper. Okay, through here. And then...
Don't bother, Noct. It won't open.
How do I get out? What? Here? Yeah, I'm going up here. This has to be the way out. Yeah, this has to be the way out. Yes, way out. I knew it because we're going upwards.
I'm done. Yeah, broke a few bones in there.
Yeah?
Finally picked up. Thought I'd lost another king.
Just busy building my arsenal.
Good to hear. I have a task for you. The Empire's begun construction of a new base along the road west to the sky. I need you to put it out of commission. If left unchecked, it will cost us access to the west and all the royal tombs that lie beyond. I believe you've met Monica. She can fill you in on the details. Go see her.
What's up? People to see, bases to burn. Let's go see Monica at the outpost.
I think I got a pebble in my shoe.
Take it out. Yeah.
Come to think of it, we did spy a large structure.
Yeah. Hard to miss an ominous thing like that.
It ain't gonna be easy taking down a whole stronghold.
Can we really do this?
The Marshal believes we can, or he wouldn't have asked us. But first things first.
Right. Let's head back to the outpost.
Oh god, it's nighttime. Please let it not be any monsters.
Huh?
Oh. I found it funny de pronto say, oh, I gotta put my shoe, and then like, say, then take it out, and he's like, okay. Because honestly, like, he can just like take it out. He didn't have to mention that, but he did. Let me fucking jump on top of the rocks. Stupid game really wants to make me go all the way around.
Man, who knew Cor was such a badass?
I'm just glad he's on our side.
Ooh.
Wah!
Oh, I think that's a place I can sleep for the night.
Made it.
Your Highness, the Marshal has apprised me of the plan. We found a back door into the Imperial base. I'll mark the route on your map. The way is secure. You should be able to gain entry relatively easily.
Okay. But first let me sleep for the night because it's dark time. Ain't not a good idea to ride this way.
Let there be light.
Okay, let's get this. Let's get the food over here. Yes.
So, who is this Monica person?
A servant of the Crown's Guard, like Gladio and myself.
She's one of my father's best, along with Dustin, who's guarding my sister.
Good to know we still have people we can count on outside the city.
Nice. So Monica's guess is like gonna top operating from them. Come on, let's spend the night here. Camp.
Could crash right here.
You can remain awake long enough to eat.
Oh, does he need to cook now? I forgot this cutscene doesn't say it up the thing for the first time. I find it clear that all four of them sleep in that such a tiny tent. Ah, yes. Ooh, what should we make? Okay, I can make a Pronto favorite, or I can make a Noctis favorite, which is just fish and chips, but it's just french fries. Okay, Pronto favorite gives me an attack boost. Let's go with Pronto's favorite. Yeah, I should be able to do the side missions now. Nah.
Core.
He's poking his eye on this photo. That's not a good photo. Oh dear god, he looks so dead in the eyes. I'm gonna keep that.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, this one is way nicer. Gladio, what the fuck is with that smile?
Struggle to remember.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Ooh, okay. Now let me see. Quest. The main mission is 8, so let's go do some of the side missions. Let's go do this one first and then let's do these two. Yeah, because the mission is 8, so might as well do the side mission.
Well, the tent lets you stretch out a bit more.
Wait, where's the car? Okay, the car's right there. Oh wait, there was a trailer right there. Whatever, I want to eat food. Auto, quest location. Scenic delivery. Yeah, that's the one doing. No. Fast travel takes too long.
You bet.
Let's hit it.
Plus I get AP with the car, I think. I'm not sure if I select it or not. I'll check right now. I like the whole camping thing in this game. Like, oh, you get camping, oh, you get to pick food that Ignis cooks. I'm surprised Ignis can cook all that. It's just in a camping stove. But man, does look good. Go. This game it's still good, even though it's been like a few years since I last played this game. It's still so good. It's a bit slow in the beginning, but still. Even though the story is not like the strongest in Final Fantasy games, it's still like really good. I mean, Final Fantasy game stories can get complicated, honestly. Like, if you mention a Final Fantasy game where the story is complicated, like all Final Fantasy game stories are complicated. Like, they can get weird a lot. Like, especially with the one that I found that weird was Final Fantasy 8. I think that's the one was called. I had such a hard time with that one because the characters were like pissing me off sometimes, and the story was so convoluted because it was all about time travel. And the characters can get like really stupid sometimes. Cause I have played that game, but man, it wasn't as enjoyable as Final Fantasy 7. In my opinion, I liked 7 better. Oh, they have another side mission? We'll do it in a bit. Let's do this one. We have to go back there anyways. Yeah, we check out the parts in a bit. How far are we going for these tomatoes? But I don't think you should be doing that. I just realized that none of them are wearing seatbelts. So I guess seatbelts is not a priority. I mean, I get it. It probably just was they were too lazy to like do the whole scenery of them wearing seatbelts. But at the same time, it's like cool that they're not wearing it because they get to move around the car more without having to think, oh, they need to remove the seatbelt, they need to adjust the seat when to do that. Because Pronto wouldn't be able to move like that if he was wearing a seatbelt. I wish I could pay the music of the game, because you can buy an MP3 and then the music can be playing the time right, but I feel like that will be a copyright strike, like right away. Even though I'm probably already gonna get some because of the music of this game, but the less strikes the better. Sorry about that, need to sneeze. Okay, let's see. How far are we going? Are we going all the way to Calvin game? I'm not even sure. I mean, we're getting closer. But man, do we really need to go all the way to the beach for that one? Wow, we're really going all the way to the beach for some tomatoes. Yeah, we're going all the way to the beach for some tomatoes. Nice. And there we go. Right here. I said to cut the scenery in this game, I really like it. It would be really nice to be able to like drive in a place like this, just seeing the scenery. Yep, it's right here. Jesse needs to look on the back so he can park way.
We're here. It is quite comforting to see other people about.
Yeah. Let's go get it.
Hello and welcome.
Oh, I can buy parts here. Yeah, sure.
Thank you kindly.
I'm gonna have to buy it anyways.
We hope to see you again.
Did I not need to speak to you about tomatoes? Damn. Do I need to buy the Lucian tomato?
How can I help you today?
Okay, Lucian tomato. I don't see tomatoes here.
Please come again.
Where did I get tomato? It says so right there.
Till next time, then.
Hello and welcome.
Lucian. Oh, there it is. I don't know how you skip it. Let's buy 5.
Thank you kindly. We hope to see you again.
So full right now.
Didn't I just buy the Lucian tomato?
How can I help you today?
Yeah, I just bought it.
Please come again.
Now that's a meal.
Is the game not registering itself or something?
Just what Taco ordered.
Oh, okay.
Took care of that pretty quickly.
Not much of a job after all.
He went easy on us. Let's deliver this as a show of thanks.
No, not something here. Let's go get the side missions here. Let's just go get them. And I'm pretty sure you need to touch Dino as well. Oh wait, I want to check my ascension. I want to get this one. Okay, I don't have enough for that. I don't have enough for that. I need 48. Okay, let's get some 48 points so we can make AP for making camp. Stop getting tired. Not this. There's gotta be like a way to improve your stamina. There's gotta be one that improves stamina. There's just gotta be one. There gotta be something else here.
Golden Key.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Wait. You are really just the same NPC. Oh my gosh.
Ignis, how many royal arms are there?
As many as there have been kings, though not all will have survived to this day.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Welcome back. What do you feel like having today? Here is the local lineup.
No. Let's activate everything.
Oh, this one's especially nasty.
Yeah.
No end of headaches, this lot. It's in your capable hands.
No.
Anything catch your eye?
No, because you're really expensive.
You do know this is a restaurant.
Yeah.
Remember,
We do.
Safety first.
But I don't have a lot of money. I need to make some money. Okay, let's check the dino.
So full, right? There he is, the prince himself. You look good.
You know.
Hey, sorry about the whole boat thing. I pulled some strings, but ain't nothing anyone could do after that fiasco at the Citadel.
Forget it.
Done and done. Man, I tell you, this reporter gig alone ain't enough to pay the bills. So I've been working real hard on the side.
Wow.
Yep. So, you busy?
Why?
'Cause I need your help. You fetch me some more, I trade you one of my pieces. Just like last time. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, so we're getting some work done for Dino now. What's this level this quest? That's level 17! Ah, no, that's not the one I'm doing. Oh, it's this one level 6. It's level 6. Oh my god. Everything's on the way. Let's go finish this one first. And then we'll do this one and that one.
Seems
Let's do
our
it
well-being is less important than his livelihood.
And we fell for it.
Guy's got no dignity, but he's full of deceit.
I don't mind helping him, so long as it doesn't involve any danger.
It always involves danger, Pronto. The first job we did for him, he sent us in a place where there was a giant bird sleeping. We could have just died right there, and then... Pronto, do not defend that guy, seriously. Get him away. Okay, now that we got the tomato, we can get going. How much money do I have? Oh god, I have no money. I need to make these jobs.
Kinda. I feel groggy when I wake up in the morning.
You could try going to bed at a decent hour.
Glad you don't ever mention that to me ever again. Give me one moment. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. No fast travel here.
Everything in order?
Yeah. I feel like fast travel takes longer than just driving over there, honestly. Come on, Ines, drive us. It's your job as a chauffeur. I wonder how they get their hair so spiky all the time. I mean, they're camping. Like, what do they do to get their hairs to be so spiky? I mean, I know that that's most of the Final Fantasy cards, spiky hair all the time, 24/7. That's like a main character trope. But still, so spiky. Pronto, you gotta start leaning over like that. I swear to God, all it would take for Ines to like put like a giant foot on the brake and then Pronto will be flying. And breaking his back probably. They're all so quiet. I know we get like a conversation like in the car every now and then, but usually they just get like that, this quiet. At this point I figure out how to take a nap. Oh, I need to put fuel in the gas in the car again. Oh, there you go, 1 AP. What level am I? I think I'm more than level 10, right? I don't even remember what level I am. I need to check. But I wanna like stop the menu because the car's still going. And I want it to take longer. Okay, we made it to Hammerhead.
See that you buy no more than we need.
Sheesh. You my mother or something?
Mum's the word.
You know what? We don't really get a lot of Noctis' mom. Besides that she said. Now that I think about it.
It's just y'all. How's about a bite to eat? What do y'all want to know? Take your pick. If y'all liked it, come on back. Huh? Oh, y'all went and got what I asked for.
Too easily. I thought Sid told you to give us work.
Yeah, well, I guess I went a little soft on you. I'll be sure to give you more of a challenge next time. How's about that? Anywho, I appreciate your help. Here's a little care package. Should make for good eating.
Okay. Oh, another job?
Oh, hey boys. You got time to lend a fella a helping hand?
As long as it's not a simple shopping trip this time.
Nope, this one's gonna take some effort. I'm sending y'all straight to the source this time. In other words, it's hunting time. The stuff I want y'all to collect, I'm fixing to use in a new dish. Hope you can help me out.
We have what we came for.
Get it back before it spoils.
Okay. Let me move. Oh, they already have it?
Oh, how was the hunt, boys?
Good. What are you gonna make with this stuff?
Something I know you'll like.
You mean?
Yep. So y'all make sure to drop by and order some. In the meantime, this here will put some meat on your bones.
What do you make?
Sid's friends, was it? Order away.
Oh, sandwiches. That's nice. Oh, 150.
Y'all
That's
take
not very
care
nice.
now.
Still have my boost, don't I? Yeah, still have my pronto boost. Oh, nice side meat right away.
Oh, there you are. So, you want to do me a favor?
Sure. What is it this time?
Another hunt. My cupboard's darn near empty.
Okay, we're on it.
Knew I could count on y'all. Good hunting.
Okay. God, roll that sirloin. Do I have it this time?
Sometimes it's faster to ask a hunter to bring it direct than trek to the shops in town. Fact is, I know I can count on you boys.
Okay, so don't have it this time. Oh, there's a nice animation right here.
Seems to me Taka could do his own hunting.
Take his chef's knife and doink.
He's no doubt aware of the proper points of separation. Would be quite the carver.
Not creepy at all.
Oh, hey there, Prince. Howdy, y'all. There, Prince. Are y'all on break?
More or less. Did you need help with something?
Don't you worry. This girl ain't got nothing up her sleeves this time.
Work got you busy?
Most days that's true. But today's a little different. I was just about to step away from the garage for a spell. One of our regulars told me they found something real special lying around. A rare can of car wax. Reckon y'all could use it on the regalia, so I'm on my way to pick it up.
For us? Let us do the legwork.
You sure?
It is our car.
I tell you what, you got a point there. Well, if y'all insist, who am I to argue? Might take a little while to find it, though.
Find?
Fella found it, but didn't have the foresight to grab it.
So, we're supposed to venture out into the wild, find the wax, and bring it back.
That's the plan.
Unbelievable. Cindy was willing to go out of her way and risk life and limb for us. She's the best.
Aww. Pronto's little crush on Cindy. Let's refuel. I still find that.
Why, she's looking prettier than ever.
I feel like that was just an extra scene for nothing. Okay.
Thank your lucky stars, cause I whipped up something real special.
Customize the regalia.
What'll it be? Go on, pick a color. Anything in mind for the interior?
Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, I like this one better. Let's go with the Dark Rose, I think that's the name of it. Clean their shape.
How do you want the wheels?
Oh, nicer silver, that's nice. And Kali charcoal. Ooh. Let's go with nicer silver.
Well, here's what I can do for her. How about the decals? Anything you like?
That's not bad.
How about the decals? Anything you like? How about the decals?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Anything you like?
Yes.
How about the decals? Anything you like? How about the decals? Anything you like?
Insomnia RHC 113 Royal Capital. It doesn't scream that this is a card for the Prince of Noctis. I don't know what those.
How's this? Y'all leave the hard work to me.
Yeah.
Well, here she is, just like you ordered.
Okay, now what was that about customization?
If y'all hadn't agreed to help, I reckon I would have had to ask the hunters to lend a hand. Be seeing ya.
Okay. What quest do I have? Okay. The aspiring artisan. Let's go with this one first. It's a mile away, but it's about to get night there. It's about to get night. To be better to spend the night. Yep.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, I'm level 13, so I can do more side missions beside those. No.
Look at this poser.
Shut up.
I cannot like this one. Ooh. I'm also gonna keep this one. I'm gonna customize everything because I usually don't do customization or anything like that. I usually like to keep the characters main clothes on the game, but I want to change it up this time. Okay, now ladies, that sandwich before we leave.
Yo.
Hey.
Oh.
What can I do you for?
Why are you getting scared? You're literally facing the door. You see me go in.
Anything you like? You got it.
Bon appetit.
Yes.
dare say I could make this a camp.
Woo!
Y'all be sure not to overeat.
Yeah. Come on, we gotta make some money. Where's the cart? Oh, it's over here. I was like, where's the car? We are going. Quest location. The aspiring attrition. Let's go.
Everything in order?
Yep.
I think it was a bad job. I'm gonna keep changing it throughout the game, but I need to buy more stuff for it. I'm so surprised I managed to get most of the stuff for Taka's quest already here on hand. I find it great when that happens. Because you save yourself the trouble having to go find it.
Still a bit of a walk from here.
Yeah. Yep.
This has gotta be the place.
All that's left is to find the stone.
Man, I gotta walk around. I hate it when I have to like look for it. You didn't just tell me, oh, it's right here. Is it this one? Nope. Glad you get out of my way. Ooh, there's some food right there. Ooh, 2 places for food. And then right here. Oh, I skip one here. Okay. Come on, where is that thing?
Oh,
It should be
blasted
close
weather.
by a rock.
Totally.
It needs to be somewhere around here. Oh, I think I see it.
Time to give him the goods.
Gotcha. Now, do I have anything else here before going all the way back to him? They're both in different directions. Oh, the dozen dots is right there along with the main mission. And then, oh, it's also dos. And that one's also there. So no, we need to go turn that in. And then we go to this one, and then we go to dozen, and then we do main mission. So yeah, we gotta go all the way back. Oh god, where am I going? Let's do fast travel this time. Let's see if that's faster. Auto. Let's see, is fast travel and faster? I don't think it is. God, that was a mistake. Come on, game, don't be like that. Go. Go. Okay, there we go. No, I think it was faster.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
I mean, I don't get the AP for riding the car, but still. I'm not sure. I need to like get a stopwatch and see how much it take. What? Okay.
Ignis's cooking really is a class above.
You reckon?
Why, welcome to Golden Key.
Oh man, let me stop the conversation. Whatever. Oh, not to her. I need to talk to Dino. Whatever. Dinosaur.
Hey, you made it back. You guys hold up all right out there?
More or less.
Excellent. Come on, you ought to be proud of yourself, Your Highness. The work you did today could save lives.
How's that?
You see, most folks know better than to go out at night. But some people don't have a choice. Am I right?
I guess.
They may not have a choice, but my pieces can give them a chance. So hey, how's about you give it a try and see for yourself? I'm a man of my word. So here you go. I look forward to doing business with you again sometime, gentlemen.
Okay.
Now that's a meal.
Do you have another quest?
You really know how to sniff out a scoop, Your Highness. You, might just have a future in journalism.
Well, at least that makes one of us.
Oh, touche. So look, I need a hand. Thing is, it's too dangerous for your average Joe. That's where you come in. I'll make it worth your while.
Till next time, then.
Okay, what quest should be next? It should be hers. She did level 15. I'm not gonna do it.
Let's grab a bite.
But I think that should be a good stopping point for today.
Given our run-ins with him thus far, I doubt this excursion will go unrewarded.
Yeah, but we're still running his errands.
Says the guy who agreed to run them.
Yeah, why are you complaining like this? You're the one that agreed to do it. Okay, so I did feel like a good stopping point for today. Next time we're gonna continue with a few of the side missions in the main story. We're gonna go level by level. We're not gonna be going like into pretty super level. I'm not gonna repeat the same mistake last time. So thank you for watching. See you next time.